your big deal, though.
Hello, this is Shauna. Today we will be using the Instapot and we're making chicken fettuccine or fettuccine alfredo, whatever you want to call it. So I have some help from the 12-year-old. She's cutting the chicken right now. So I'm going to use chicken breast. I have the Instapot ready to go. She's 12, so she needs to be careful with the knife. Don't worry. I've got this, guys. So we use 2 tablespoons of olive oil or canola oil, whichever you have. I think I actually had canola oil. And we're going to put these in a pot and have them get slightly brown. So about 5 minutes, give or take, 5 or 6 minutes. It didn't take long. The Instapot will actually, like fry your items. So you can actually fry bacon in here also. So this is on 30 minutes, but you don't have to let it go for 30 minutes. So I just turned it on right there. And we're gonna have garlic salt. This is what I'm gonna sprinkle the meat with. I prefer you to sprinkle the meat. That sounds so weird. But I prefer you to season your meat before like making a dish. I made a few dishes with chicken and the chicken was very fresh. It's like I didn't season the pot at all. Yeah, that says salt. It's like I didn't season the pot at all. So I made sure to season the chicken before I like throw everything in the pot. This is a very simple meal to make. That's pepper. A very simple meal to make, and this is actually my first time making this in the Instapot. I've had my Instapot for about 4 months. It's probably not even that long, but here's the chicken. I'm going to go ahead and put the seasoning on it. But yeah, this is probably the 5th time that I'm using the Instapot. I'm really confused as to how long I've had this. It's probably only been 2 months, but I have mommy brain. So here's our chicken right here. We're going to turn it over. You can get it like, so just get it to where it's white. It doesn't even have to be brown because it's going to cook again, like when you start cooking everything together. So that's what you want to do there. And here it is. This is all done. So it took me about 5 minutes, I guess. My timer looks as if it's 4. But I did want it to get slightly browner, but with the help, I just decided to just go ahead and take it out because when I'm in the kitchen, like I need to be in the kitchen alone. But I had some help, so yeah, things get a little crazy at times. So we're gonna take that out. Leave the oil in the pan because that's what we're gonna need that for the rest of our meal. That looks pretty good, right? Not really. So this is chicken broth. 4 cups of chicken broth instead of water. So at this time, guys, we can go ahead and put our fettuccine noodles inside. We for sure have to break them because you want the noodles to be like completely covered with the chicken broth. So just making sure it's covered there. Now, I wanted to use some of the peppers here, peppers and onions. So we're gonna try that out and see how that tastes. I've never used this in fettuccine. I don't think I've actually made, that's what it is. I've never made chicken fettuccine. I've never made this before. Definitely not an Instapot. Okay, so yeah, this is why this is so exciting. So here's the onions, peppers, and we're just gonna let that go and sprinkle some more of the seasoning because we did have some seasoning left. We didn't use all of that. Gosh, no. You saved some, and then stir it again. And like I said, just make sure that the chicken broth is covering the fettuccine noodles. You know how fettuccine noodles stick, so you don't want that. Time to add the chicken, guys. Here's the chicken, and you just leave that on the top because that's pretty much cooked already. And we can place our top on right now. I'll show you guys a few functions. There's an unlocked and there's locked. Here's locked, and they make like different chimes. So here's unlocked. This is locked. So that's how you know. And back here, there is a sealing and venting. When you're cooking, you want it to be on sealing, not venting. Venting's for after. So I tried to get as close as possible, but you turn it all the way to sealing and you're good. And to turn this on, you press your manual button. Your button may be slightly different, and you can go up in time or down depending on what you're making. And you press your start. I put this on for 30 minutes because we have chicken and pasta. The chicken is partly done, and you can cancel it with just that cancel button. I'm gonna turn this around. Now, this, guys, I can't really help you with this. This came with the Instapot. I guess it's like, I thought it was like a drip pan or something. I don't really know, but it comes off, and then you can put it back on. I don't know if you're supposed to put water in that or the water just drips in there. Nothing has ever accumulated in there, so I really don't know what that's for. So once you press your start button, this is what your Instapot is gonna look like. Let me clear this up for you guys. An Instapot does not instantly cook your food in like 30 minutes. You're gonna have to wait a few minutes, okay, guys? Let me explain this a little more in depth. Okay, so this meal took me 15 minutes. Before that 15 minutes started, you have pressure building up, like it's a pressure cooker. So it's building up for about 10 to 15 minutes. So you actually hadn't started cooking anything yet. Pressure is building this entire time. So now when you see the 15 minutes on here, after that 15 minutes is up, your meal is complete. Like, that's it. And this is why it's called a pressure cooker or Instant Pot. Mine is Insignia. Sorry, I'm slow. I can't read. Yeah, so it's Insignia. I have about 1 minute left on my Instant Pot here. So we're gonna see how this comes out, and I will show you guys what to do when your timer goes off. You will hear that beeping noise. We press the cancel button there to turn it off. And this is when we use the venting option, guys. I recommend you getting like a little tool, maybe a spoon or something, and let it go. And that's what you hear. Now we're gonna get ready to test this out. Here we go. Yeah, so this looks like soup. Okay, I forgot to add the Alfredo sauce to the fettuccine Alfredo. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, but this actually looks good. It looks like a stew or something, but we're gonna go in and add the Alfredo sauce right now. I don't even know how. This was actually still sitting in the pantry. Oh my gosh. So here it is. Start. So we're gonna try this again. So we're gonna start right now. And like I said, this looks really good though. But of course we wanna cook that Alfredo sauce a little. So I'm gonna put it back on. And make sure it's on sealing once again. And start I'm looking for the manual button right now. I do this every time I use this. Like, I can never find the buttons that I need. But manual is right there. And I'm going to take it down to about 13 minutes. Because we're just really cooking the sauce at this point. The noodles looked really good. So not cancel. We want to press start. Let that go. for another 13 minutes. The pressure will still have to build at this time, but we're all done now. Let it vent once again.
It's not like fireworks.
And we're all set to see the finished product. Yeah, looks really good. It looks very good. So this is our chicken fettuccine Alfredo. It smells amazing. Very rich, very creamy. And the onions and peppers, they were really good. So we had this with some garlic bread. I actually had mine with pizza. I'm on a diet and I'm like eating all this. Nope, it's not a diet. We're not gonna even go there. Here's the food. So chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Thank you guys for watching this video. Goodbye.